Ladies and gentlemen, this YouTube channel vlog show is of authenticity, inspiration, and realness. It is also about personality, good times, and fun. This is Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. And now, here is your host of the show, Mr. Big Beefy E himself, the elder statesman of Rant and Rave, and Mr. Shenanigans himself, Eric M. Lima. Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer, sir. Well, hello there, everyone. Welcome to yet another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977, episode number 1067 of the show. A couple of things I want you guys to be aware of. There's a channel out there that's been impersonating my channel, this current channel. If you try to click onto it and it has no content, that is not my channel. Okay, this is the real channel. It has all the content that you need and whatnot. So this is the real Eric Lima Shenanigans in 1977. You know, I may be often imitated, but never duplicated, just like Captain Lou Albano, baby. But I also want to thank the guys over at both and Sofas for getting my back on this situation. Especially Romy, thank you very much. Appreciate it wholeheartedly. Love you, man. Love you, brother. Do your thing. And also one of my newest subscribers, Mr. Garrison 96. Check out his channel. There's where Bofus and the Sofas is. And also the other channel, NG2C Network. All the gaming channel that stars my good friend Romy, who does the gaming and gives the videos to Gary to put on that channel as well. Check out that channel. Also a shout out to A-Pizzle90. If you're a football fan, go to his channel. Subscribe to him. He does live reactions of football games. And two new channels I subscribe to. They do football games. You're a football fan as well. It's in the blood. That's right. With Alex and Shane. Check out their channel if you're a big football fan. Also, She Got Game as well. I will put the links in the description. Check out their channels wholeheartedly and subscribe to their channels. If they're football fans, great. So if you're football fans, they're football fans. If you're a football fan, go to their channel. They'll appreciate you being there. So, and tell them that Big Beefy E, Eric Lima, sent you. So, we got that. So, let's kick it off. Raw in Cleveland, Ohio. And Jey Uso kicks off Monday Night Raw. YEET. That's right. YEET is back. There was a big issue about that. But they're bringing YEET back. He's got the YEET shirt. I said, I'm going to get my YEET shirt. I did pay for the YEET shirt. Hopefully by Christmas, I'll go yeeting on Christmas. I must go yeeting on Christmas. I'm dreaming of a YEET Christmas. Just like the ones I used to yeet. You know, yeet. Anyways, he addresses the Cleveland crowd. Then Drew McIntyre interrupts him. This is Sami Zayn on top of that. These two went one-on-one with the matchup. And Drew McIntyre ended up winning the matchup. Meanwhile, Shinsuke Nakamura addresses Cody Rhodes in his native tongue of Japanese, with the little subtitles. Let's be ready for that matchup. That matchup is the main event for tonight. Meanwhile, the Judgment Day, very upset the last couple of weeks. Finn Balor says, hey, Rhea and I are gone for a week, and you two clowns, you lost to the Creeds. And then Rhea Ripley goes, hey, my Latino, he lost the North American title. And then Damian Priest addresses the Judgment Day. And then Rhea Ripley got in his face and says, you know what, we're going to show them, we're going to remind them who we are. And I'm going to do, make an example of Maxine Dupree. That matchup was happening, women's action. In fact, beforehand, Alpha Academy and the Creed Brothers hype up Maxine Dupree. And Ivy now says, I got your back. I'll be in your corner. And R-Truth interrupts them, saying, hey, listen, I went to the Judgment Day, and they're trying to convince him the Judgment Day does not like him. He goes, you know what? I'm still going to find them. I'm going to decorate their clubhouse. Happy Thanksgiving. Dude, Thanksgiving was last month, Truth. R-Truth, what a card he is. Anyways, the women's matchup went down between Maxine Dupree and Rhea Ripley. Heck of a matchup. Maxine Dupree tried to do the keep away, tried to evade Rhea Ripley's power, but Maxine Dupree made a rookie mistake. Rhea Ripley capitalized on it and ended up winning the matchup by submission. But Ivy now decided to confront Rhea Ripley afterwards, and Michael Cole says, Rhea Ripley, you better be careful. So, Kaden Conner and Katana Chance, and if you don't know who Katana Chance is, She's former American Ninja Warrior champion Casey Catanzaro, and she is gorgeous. I like Katana Chance. Anyways, they cut a promo on the tag team title match, which will address that situation. Meanwhile, Adam Pearce, the Raw general manager, enters CM Punk's locker room with a Raw contract in hand. I wonder what that's all about. So, and then Pearce, at the commercial break, Pearce introduced CM Punk. What was CM Punk's decision? Ladies and gentlemen, Monday Night Raw is CM Punk's decision. And Seth Rollins comes out to interrupt Punk, talks a lot of trash to Punk, but Punk says, you know what, Adam Pearce, I want you to hear this. I'm declaring for the Royal Rumble match. And if I win, it'll be you I might be after. So, good luck with that one, Seth Rollins. So Ivar and Bronson Reed cut their promos before their big matchup. Bronson Reed and Ivar went one-on-one. It's a Big E special. Big meaty men slapping meat. If you don't know what I'm talking about, type in Big E's big meaty men slapping meat. You check out, you'll see what I mean. And like, even Alex putting him, I threw him off with that. And I'm like, I'll send him the link of that because he'll like it. It's hilarious. I miss Big E. And these two big men not only miss Big E, but also miss Braun Strowman. If Big E and Braun Strowman were not hurt, they'd be involved in this match in a fatal four-way. Imagine those four big kaijus going at it. It was like Godzilla versus King Kong, but in the end, Reed ended up winning the match. Imagine if Bronson Reed and Ivar decide not to fight each other and team up. I just see them go up against the Brothers of Destruction, Kane and The Undertaker. I would say make this thing no disqualification, no count out. Heck, put them in a War Games type of scenario. Imagine those four teaming up in the War Games team. Scary stuff, man. Anyways, CM Punk says hi to the Judgment Day, and then the Judgment Day addresses him back, and Damian Priest warns him, "Hey, if you ever think of getting that title, I'm cashing in." And CM Punk's like, "Bring it, give it all you got." So Judgment Day, already in a crabby mood as it is, was addressing the Cleveland crowd, and then R-Truth interrupts Judgment Day, saying he'll join. He said the first thing we should do is kick J.D. McDonough out of the group, and then he said, but I would be the leader, but be the boss, but Mami will be mad, and I'm like, oh gosh. But then he said, truth. Everybody likes you, and then on Finn Balor, I like you, and but the crowd here in Cleveland likes you, but I don't. He punched R-Truth. All four got on R-Truth, jumping him until the Creed brothers came to his aid. Of all teams, I never thought, the Creed brothers are going for the tag team titles against the Judgment Day, but, never thought they would come to R-Truth's aid, nonetheless. But more on the Creeds. Then CM Punk confronts Drew McIntyre as he steps out of the office with Adam Pearce, and then Adam Pearce says, hey, he's got a title shot in the New Year's edition of Monday Night Raw. So, January 1st, there you go, 3 weeks. McIntyre's got a chance at the title, but then he was greeted by Kofi Kingston, Ricochet, and Chad Gable. He shook hands with all three. And Adam Pearce talked to the three gentlemen and said, hey, you guys going to talk about, I have an idea for an Intercontinental Championship situation. I want you guys to hear me out. So they all went into the office. Meanwhile, Katana Chase and Kaden Carter went up against Indy Hartwell and Candice LeRae, and Chelsea Green and Piper Niven joined on commentary. Chelsea Green. Man, I am glad I don't have a crush on Chelsea Green, because all that woman does is complaining too much. Piper Niven, though, knows when to talk, but she also knows when to back it up. That's Piper Niven for you. And ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, you don't want to mess with Piper Niven, I can guarantee you. But nonetheless, this will be fun. Meanwhile, DIY was talking about their six-man tag, about who to punch. Can we trust this guy? And Imperium interrupts them and says, well, we need to pick. And then Gunta, the Intercontinental Champion, Gunta, interrupts him and says, hey, it'd be great to find out who would challenge for the who would team up with DIY. And then Becky Lynch came out to the ring to address the Cleveland crowd about what happened to her 5 years ago when Nia Jax punched her in the face so hard that it broke her nose. And then she goes, I went on to main event WrestleMania, but Nia Jax went on to have double ACL surgery because Nia Jax was not so well liked that both of her legs could not stand up for her. I'm like, oh my gosh. That was the deepest burn, a funniest joke, but at the same time it was a serious burn. I was like, wow. That's what she said. That she was not so well liked, not even her legs would stand up for her. Wow. I was like, Becky Lynch at it again, yes. Then Nia Jax comes out, says, listen, I'm not fired now. And then Becky Lynch basically said, I'm not here just to talk, I'm here to fight. But then Nia Jax steps out saying, you're going to wait. Looks like mind games by Nia Jax. But then Jackie Redmond interviewed Cody Rhodes, the lovely Jackie Redmond. She's gorgeous as well. I like her. And interviewed Cody Rhodes, and basically Cody Rhodes says that he was going to respect Nakamura until last week. So there's that. Six-man tag match. Six-man tag match, Imperium. That would be Giovanni Vinci, Ludwig Kaiser, and the Intercontinental Champion Gunther to face DIY and their partner, a fellow Cleveland native of Johnny Gargano. That's right, The Miz. And The Miz and DIY had a little bit of history with each other. And they ended up beating Imperium in that six-man tag. Miz was very happy to team up with them. Next week, though, 2 matches. Both title matches. Both tag team title matches. Judgment Day with Damian Priest and Finn Balor defending the titles against the Creed brothers. Meanwhile, the women's tag titles are on the line as well as Piper Niven and that loudmouth Chelsea Green will defend the titles against Kaden Carter and the lovely and gorgeous Katana Chance. Meanwhile, Gunther yells at Vinci and Kaiser for losing. The Miz interrupts and says, I want a title rematch. He says, I'll give you a chance again. But here's the deal. I beat you. You're never going to get a chance at the title as long as I'm champion. He goes, done. But then the main event. Cody Rhodes one-on-one with Shinsuke Nakamura. And this was a heck of a matchup until Shinsuke Nakamura hit Cody Rhodes with the poison mist right in front of the referee. Disqualification victory for Rhodes. And Shinsuke Nakamura continues to attack him, hits him with a Kinshatsu in the back of the head, and then decided to go get a steel chair to attack him even further. But the Creed brothers put a stop to that, came to Cody Rhodes' aid. Looks like the Creed brothers, they're making their presence felt on Monday Night Raw. So, CM Punk on Raw, heck of a deal, so toast to him. But we'll see what's for tomorrow. Trebek Tuesday and NXT. That Fallout from Deadline. And check this out. The return of Cora Jade. Also the return of the most gorgeous, curvaceous babe on the planet. That's right. I'm talking about the lioness herself. Nikita Lyons is coming back to NXT in action. What does she have? Well, she said this. I'm a whole lot of woman who's going to do a whole lot of whipping. She is a whole lot of woman. Forget Foxy Cleopatra. Nikita Lyons is a whole lot of woman. Can't wait to see what the lady can do tomorrow night. Once again, Mr. Garrison96, thank you for your subscription. And check out She Got Game and It's in the Blood. Both football live streams. They do live reaction to football games. And tell them that Big Beefy E sent you. And beware of the imposter that is out there. You know, you find them and the imposter has no content, block them, delete them, and all that. I want to thank the Buffalo Boys for getting my back in that situation as well. So, this is the real deal. Eric Lima Shenanigans in 1977, episode 1067, complete Raw Event Center 4. December 11th, 2023. Thank you for tuning in. And until the next episode comes rolling around, Mr. Announcer, take us home. This concludes today's episode. This is Mr. Lima speaking for Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. A big beefy E. Do it for Bob Saget Productions. And in association with a Raven Bova Telepictures and Distribution. See you next time on another episode of the show. Goodbye for now.